And
IG,
now our new and shiny
Discord.
Discord.
I was getting there though. Stop interrupting me.
You gotta lead with it.
No, you don't.
Gotta lead with it. Yeah,
I'm
you have
doing
to
it.
promote this.
I'm
You have to
doing
really
it.
sell it.
I'm about. You know what I'm about to sell?
You're about to sell sleep apnea is what you're about to fucking
Yeah,
sell.
why are you
falling
talking about
asleep.
sleep apnea so
You
much?
guys love that
shit
shit.
is like a fucking.
Y'all,
All he
y'all
talks about
love
is
that
who
shit.
and sleep apnea.
Y'all love
What
that
is
shit.
wrong with you?
Poor designer.
Everybody got sleep apnea.
Incorporated.
Someone
She
falls
has sleep
asleep,
apnea.
sleep apnea.
Shit.
Someone snoring, sleep apnea.
Oh, son.
Someone is
Sleep apnea.
tired of waiting in a line for a long time in order to get service
got-
at a
you got
fucking
sleep
deli.
apnea.
You got sleep apnea. You're like, what?
You might have it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, got a question for y'all. Can guys and girls be just friends?
No.
Is that a possible thing?
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Is that the opinion across the board? I think they can be.
Damn, you think they can?
I think they absolutely can be. I've got a ton of friends that are girls that I'm not trying to sleep with. I'm not trying to
Yeah,
hook up
right.
with.
Yeah, right. So as soon as y'all get drunk one at the bar, you'll start thinking differently. Y'all be like,
No.
oh, you're kind of cute. Fuck it, I'll kiss you. Yeah, that's how it is.
Not
I
so much,
used-
dude.
I used to be on the side of no, but as a grown man now in my 30s, absolutely 100% you could have platonic relationships with any sex and any gender. I feel like anybody from any race, from any, you could really just be friends with anybody.
Scored so hard.
There is always a level, especially when you're a man, of testosterone that's gonna want you to like penetrate things, and you're gonna look at somebody and you're like, do I want to penetrate this person? And you're like, maybe. And you think about it in your head as a man, like, I get it. Like, sometimes I wanted to fuck a hole in the wall, and I'm like, should I? And you're like, no, I'm not gonna do that. It's a lot of concrete in there. It might scratch me. But I'm just saying, sometimes, you know, you can't control yourself. But I think personally, if you are a mature person and you're not allowing your, I don't know, instinctual, I guess, what, I don't know what to call it, like internal dialogue you have with your penis.
What?
I don't know.
All right. So sorry, I screamed no. And my opinion is obviously more nuanced than that. I obviously think that men and women can be friends. I believe it's possible. I think, Mateo, you're a unique individual. Okay? So maybe you could be friends with women. I think 99% of men are incapable. I think women are more than capable. As you could see by the number of men that end up in the friend zone versus women that end up in the friend zone. The friend zone exists because there's men that wish they could have sex with their friend, but they can't. They're just friends. And I think all they're waiting for is that one day she has a bad time with her boyfriend, or she's feeling a little down.
Yep.
And she just seems a little bit more open. That guy who's just been, oh, he's my best guy friend. No, we talk about everything. No, he would never. He's plowing that thing at the first opportunity. And I think that's the case for like 99% of men. I think they're just waiting for a chance.
Yep.
So yeah, is it possible? Absolutely. But every time I see a man being ultra friendly with a woman, in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, he's just dying to fuck her. Like, that's literally how I view it. Like, if I see a guy trying to be friends with one like a woman that's like, you know, in our friend circle or whatever, I'm like, interesting. Like, yeah, oh yeah, you're just a friend. Yeah, you guys just happen to meet at the yoga, right? Right. It's like I see what you're doing. I see you.
I think there's definitely like some like nuance to it, right? Like in your 20s, like, yeah, like the amount of guys that are not going to be capable of like just being friends. young men are, they're convinced that everyone wants to fuck them, basically, right? Like that's kind of like the arrogance that you walk around with in your 20s, your teens.
I know
I
men
disagree.
older than me that still try to fuck everything that walks.
Well, the second part of my point is that, like, by the time you get to around our age, the majority of us are in relationships or married or something of those lines, right? So I think that it makes those relationships a lot more complicated, right? It depends on how jealous your partner is and things like that. So I don't know. There's an extra layer there for sure, and I don't know if that helps or hurts. Like the ability to be friends with a woman or not. Like, do y'all, as the married dudes, do y'all think that like it makes it easier to set those clear friend boundaries, or
There's just things that shouldn't be happening, right? Like if you have if your wife or whoever has a friend that's a guy or vice versa, there's a clear signs and indicators that show you like that's not no regular friendship, right? Y'all texting at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., y'all setting up dates, y'all eating lunch together. It's a little excessive.
I don't have friendships like that with very many people.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like Pucho said,
I don't even have guy friends that I really like text like that. Doey is like the main dude in my little like friend circle that will send that 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning like text or message or something.
like
I love you, bro.
Like Pucho says, bro.
That boundary just does not really like exist to be crossed for me, because I don't fucking answer my phone that late. I'm not texting someone at like midnight, because by that point that's me time. I'm asleep or I'm like playing video games and I'm just doing my own thing at that point.
They wait in the shadows like fucking vampires, waiting for your fucking girl to tell them, oh, I had a stressful day with him. He's just, and they're coming in like, oh man, I would definitely treat somebody better. That's so, bro. This is just like one-on-one tactics, bro. All they want to do is get up in and get up out. Give a fuck about anything. And most of the time, and guys see this. Any dude can see the tactics, bro. It's real easy to spot that out. I don't really think guys and girls can be friends like that, because eventually one of the people, either the woman or the man, will try to advance in some way, shape, or form. It's natural, bro. Like people just are drawn to each other sexually, emotionally, physically. Shit just happens. Like, I don't know. You're just a rare person, Mateo.
I think that y'all aren't necessarily wrong. I think that is the approach that a lot of dudes have, right? But I think that that's like a problem with like the way we're raising our kids and whatnot, right? Like it's like even think back to like little kids, right? Like your son, your daughter, whatever, they've got a best friend that is of the opposite gender. And what is everyone saying? They're like, oh, that's his little girlfriend. That's her little boyfriend or some shit like that. We start pushing these ideas into heads so fucking young, man.
Yeah.
I think that shows
facts.
you that almost everybody feels like they can't just be friends. Like even little kids that have a little friend that they happen to be a woman.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh yeah, that's his girlfriend. That can't be his friend. Like, I don't know. I think since you asked a question about the married dudes, no. If I started engaging in a serious friendship with a woman, my wife would be questioning me way more often.
Yep.
we-
Everything
like-
you do.
Like, for example,
are we talking friendship in general though, or like specifically serious friendship?
like as an example, when me and Doe used to hang out a lot when we lived in the same city, right? I would go to school. I'd get out of school, out of college classes, and I'll just chill at those. I'll pull up at like noon. Maybe I'll hang out there till I get out of work. I get out of work at like 6 something. I'll go back to those. We'll get some food. We'll have some drinks. I might be chilling at those till 1 o'clock in the morning before I go home. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If I did that with a woman, yeah, my wife ain't having it. She's like, no, I don't know about all this. This is weird.
Is this a thing you still do though? Because this sounds like a younger man issue than your current stage of life.
It's not. I don't do it as much, but if I had people in my city that like, because I have family and friends that live here, but everybody's just kind of doing their own thing. If I had people that were like, if me and Tony lived in the same place, we'd be hanging out more. Me and Doy lived in the same place, we'd be hanging out more. I think I'd revert somewhat to my older ways, which would be difficult, obviously, because I have a kid and things like that. So like I have way more responsibilities.
Yeah.
But if I have no children, forget about it. I'd be hanging out. My wife would be hanging out. We'd be going everywhere.
It'd probably be the reverse. Me always pulling up to your crib, like me just coming over all the time. It'd probably be something
and
like
I've
that,
had that. I've had people that would be at my house hanging out a lot. I would have liquor. People would, do whatever they want to do, listen to music, chill, play video games, whatever. But yeah, if I had a woman coming over to my house all the time, and my wife wasn't home sometimes, she'd be like,
yeah, she gonna think you smashing.
There'll just be more questions because I think everybody deep inside has the view of like can these people be friends? Absolutely, but the likelihood is these people are either interested in each other or maybe they're not. But all it takes is one conversation, one drink, one bad other situation that results in these two people maybe kindling some type of thing. I don't know. So I think everybody's concerned about that. Not just concerned, but
So what about you?
I
didn't
agree.
really give your.
I agree. I think I think for the most part, even within myself, right? I have a lot of relationships, a lot of friendships with a lot of different people. A lot of the women that I have friendships with, they propositioned me for sex. I'd fucking do it every time. I'd be banging all of them.
So that's why I think that's not platonic.
Yeah, so
deep
I'm
inside, there's a hope of sex.
No, I've given up. I've given up that, like with some of my friends, and I'm very far from that. But you're goddamn right. If they come
pursuing,
Yeah.
if they come to you, you'll take it.
They come to me, you'll
okay.
take it.
That's all right. That's all I'm saying. So if you had a girlfriend,
I'm
she
eating that
would be
pussy like
uncomfortable.
chicken fried rice, baby. I'm in there. Yeah, I think I've had platonic relationships with women. I've had even now I have platonic relationships with women that I don't think I'd ever, that's a no.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That I will no go that. I was like, nah, that's not for me. But I think there is, especially now in 2022, I think the narrative is kind of changing. I think you are able to have women best friends, and you're able to have friends of different sex and different genders, and you're not you're not going to be judged for it,
I don't know. Maybe it's just like maybe you're projecting yourself too, like in a way, right? Like you're saying, like, me after a little bit chilling, like you start growing some type of feelings or some type of connection where you're just like, damn, like I could definitely want to have sex with you if it came up. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, it's a natural thing. It's not. That's why I say that's what I would agree and say. Guys and girls can't be friends because at some point someone's gonna cross that line. At some
You gotta
point.
even ask yourself, how did this friendship start?
It's a fact.
Oftentimes it's like
Coworkers. That's how it usually
oftentimes it's
starts.
like, oh, let me talk to this person, see if we have some interests, because physically I'm about that. And then you go, all right, maybe this isn't the thing. Maybe this won't work out because she's already taken or this or that. But you still about it. I mean, like, look, and you're right. Maybe I'm projecting. Right. My current wife was someone I would have said, "Oh, it's a best friend in high school." No, I'm not interested. That's my wife now. Okay, I got an opportunity. Slid right in. That happens.
Granted, I was there when Lisi slid in. I was totally aware what was
Damn,
going
she
on.
slid in. It wasn't even me doing the slide.
Yo, Lisi slid up on you, my boy. I seen it from a mile away. I'm like, oh, Lisi's feeling him. And it was over.
Okay.
It was love at first
Where
sight.
was this at?
What?
Where was this at? In school?
Yeah, we went to high school. Absolutely.
I don't
Yeah,
recall any of
Tony's-
this.
Tony,
Second
you were
round.
chilling with your other crew. You weren't really chilling with us at that time.
The fuck? I'm tired of your bullshit.
It's a fact.
No, I
This is why you don't
I
know
remember
about
when
what the fuck
Tony-
is happening.
I remember when Tony started coming around.
When was
It was
that?
cool times. I mean, all right, you had a few guest appearances in the high school days, but your post high school days.
Y'all boys was never around.
You
Y'all
were.
boys was always.
You came
Y'all were
around. We
first
started
lunch
hanging out
niggas.
heavy. That was the Four Locos era. Okay.
Ugh.
When the Four Locos came around, that's when we started chilling heavy.
That shit
We
was
had
disgusting.
different friend groups, different things. You know, it was cool.
Yeah, I mean, it was straight, I guess. Whatever. I'm the bad guy. Just
Damn,
out here
you're
trying
not
to,
a
not the
bad
bad
guy.
guy,
You
dude.
just
We
weren't
have friends.
around.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be out here with all the chicks. Don't matter what
You
it
were
is.
coming around and then you broke Doy's drum set and then you just kind of
Bro,
vanished.
that's
Oh,
a little
that's
bit.
right. I think it was the drum set that like made you get really upset at me, and then you stopped coming around for a while.
Yeah, because you're a bitch ass nigga. You go out to call your brother in New York. This man broke my drum sets. The first time I met this motherfucker, you know what he says? Oh, you're the one that broke his drum sets? Bitch!
Yeah, that's a shitty comment. I don't like that.
We're
What the-
ESC brothers, Tony. We're brothers for life.
I swear, I hate that.
Yeah, that's an unshakable bond.
Facts.
Can't remove it.
Get this ET ass nigga out of here, Pucho, please.
Leaving my phone home.
Yeah, people that make comments like that, when especially when you first meet them,
It's
weird.
odd.
I'm not gonna say who, but I remember one time I went to a party with Doy's brother, and a girl he met for the very first time at this party was just like, "Don't you have a kid to raise?" It's like, damn,
Yo,
I can't go out.
Jesus.
I'm like, I can't go anywhere.
My brother got pissed. My brother's like,
So-
who the fuck is this bitch?
So it's like, it's so funny.
I think
like,
I was at
when
that party.
Like I don't think I do shit like that. I don't think I would ever do. I wouldn't be like, oh, so you're the guy who broke the drums. Like oh, don't you have a kid to raise? What are you doing? Like that shit puts people in weird moods. It makes them uncomfortable, and it's unforgettable.
Yep.
It's been probably 14 years since that instance, and I remember it.
Never forgot it.
Yeah, so don't do shit like that, people.
What about that time where that buddy of yours came up and started trying to choke your ass out, Pooch, at the grocery store or whatever? That shit is weird. Weird.
What?
It was not at the grocery store.
Or was
I ran in to a good friend. It's actually Ray's junior high from middle school. Rodens. Shout out to Rodens.
Oh, it
Rodens a
was
homie.
rodents, yeah.
We're in City Place. We're downtown. Somebody came up behind me and just started choking me. I was just walking, chilling, blah, 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 blam, getting choked. I was
Instant.
like, whoa. And then, you have that moment where you're like, okay, what's happening? Okay, this is happening. How should I react? Is someone playing? Is someone... Because, I wasn't choked to the point where I was, incapacitated. Like, I could have started wilding out. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, but who is it? Are they kidding? Blah, blah, blah. It's like maybe the right reaction was for me to just start spazzing out. But I was like, oh, this is weird. And I'm like, damn, this shit's uncomfortable. Like, you bugging a little bit. And then I turned around and this road, and then we started chatting. We kind of caught up. And I'm like, why would you lead with a choke? I haven't seen you in like 4 years. It's weird.
What if I don't recognize you?
Yeah, nah. He's
That's
a
how
little
you get-
buffer.
That's how you get hip thrown over the shoulder.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, I'm going to hip throw this motherfucker.
That would have been a bad start right there.
And I'm looking at Tony and E. I was with Tony and E and my wife. and the women, everybody was at City Place. I'm getting choked, and they got confused faces. Said if you was down for a brother, you would have fucked this motherfucker up. Motherfuckers ain't down. Talking about walking
It's
around with a
also
gun. You
what
ain't
it's-
shooting nobody, motherfucker. You're gonna go,
Ooh, bitch! I didn't have a gun at that time.
so what? Just saying that you won't do it because
You
you
won't even-
I would not
You
shoot
won't even
somebody.
hypothetically shoot someone.
Yeah, I won't shoot nobody
Pucho.
that's
you'll be
choking
a deer in
Pucho
the
out.
headlights.
Why would I shoot anybody that's choking Pucho out? Why? Why would I do
Why?
that?
That's the time to use a gun.
No. That person's unarmed. He's choking you out. Fuck, I look like shooting. You want me to go to
So
jail?
you're saying if someone comes up and starts choking Luca out, do they get
choking
I'm
who?
not gonna kill
choking
them.
who? Who?
your kid? What do you mean,
I
who,
would shoot-
motherfucker?
I would shoot that bitch and
He
reload
said,
the
"Ow."
clip. I would shoot that bitch and reload the clip. Nigga dead. Choking Luca out.
You'll be like, huh? Why is he doing that?
Yeah, right.
Who is that? Let me go check the phone book. I'm gonna identify them. Who? That's the first question I need to ask. Who are they?
Bugging.
Who are you?
Because,
Who are you?
because if it's somebody he loves, he's like, all right, they can do that. It doesn't matter who's doing it.
If Luca's first word is who, how fucking good is that gonna be?
Nah, his first
It
word
would
was
be out.
dad, first off. And he likes saying go now. Go's his thing. He'd be like, go. Like that. Go. I'm like, where you want to go? He'd just start pointing at shit. I'm like, all right, we'll go this way to the corner. But now, yeah, if someone started choking on my kid, I might test that out. As soon as I see Liana, I'm just see who's going to come rescue her. Ain't no one's going to come rescue her. She'll be
Nigga,
like,
you're just gonna see. You're gonna be like, "Wow, it got dark around here."
nigga, that
Gonna
me,
land
nigga,
on-
boop.
He's gonna land on you.
Thinking, why you plotting on me, girl? Why you plotting on me? Major pain. But yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't done so already, subscribe, follow, like, share all social media platforms. TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, IG.
And now our new and shiny Discord.
I was getting there, though. Stop interrupting me.
You gotta lead with it.
No, you don't.
Gotta lead with it. Yeah,
I'm
you have
doing
to
it.
promote this.
I'm
You have to
doing
really
it.
sell it.
You know what I'm about to sell?
You're about to sell sleep apnea is what you're about to fucking
Yeah, why
sell
are you
falling
talking about
asleep.
sleep apnea so
You
much?
guys love that,
That shit is like a fucking
Y'all
he
y'all
talks about is
love that
who
shit.
and sleep apnea.
Y'all love
What
that
is
shit.
wrong with you?
Poor designer.
Everybody got sleep apnea.
Incorporated.
Someone
She
falls
has sleep
asleep,
apnea.
sleep apnea. Someone snoring, sleep apnea.
Oh, son.
Someone is
Sleep apnea.
tired of waiting in a line for a long time in order to get service
got-
at a
you got
fucking
sleep
deli.
apnea.
You got sleep apnea. You're like, what?
She might have it. I feel bad for y'all niggas. Not gonna lie. Bueno. Ladies and gentlemen, this is another beautiful episode of the One Up podcast.
Should we do our one up pose?
One Up what?
The signature one up pose?
We have a signature One Up pose now.
It's this.
Doughboy's doing something totally different. Bitch, I was never like that. Rewind the tapes, bitch. I'm sick. What is this?
This fucking damn.
What is that even
You
from?
look like an old like 1930s boxer where they still like did this and everything, and you're like, why
Do you
would
think
do
that
in the
tactic
face?
even worked?
It didn't work. Didn't you see, oh brother, where art thou? George Clooney got his ass kicked with that fighting style. He got banned from the Piggly Wiggly. It's awful.
Yeah, that's terrible. Well, as always, ladies and gentlemen, go one up yourself.